Thank you guys. You guys are cool. And we're gonna get this next portion of the show. The reason why everybody's here. Put your guys together for Steven and Eric.
How about it for Ken, everybody? Whoa.
Keep it going for Ken Hamlett, everybody. There we go. All right, so that brings us to Turnip and Stone, the advice podcast for just 3 versions of me sitting back at me, looking straight at me. That's nice.
It's good to be here with all of our YouTube viewers. Total.
I appreciate you guys each making 3 accounts and subscribing to Turnip and Stone on YouTube and Spotify after this. We are rivaling. What's the podcast? Call her daddy.
Yeah,
yep. Yeah. We're the next Call Her Daddy. We're about to take over. We're like Rogan and Call Her Daddy put together. We're taking over. We have 30. I checked on the drive here. We have 32 YouTube subscribers. So doesn't really. It kind of hurts that the couch is empty because 32 could fill up the couch, but that's okay. That's all good. How did you guys hear about the show?
Yes, I come here for coffee.
There we go. Nice. Love it. Very good.
You guys come sit on the couch. We were just complaining.
Yeah,
nobody's on the couch.
come on. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
I was terrified that we lost the other 2 versions of me. That would be all my Horcruxes wandered out. And then, Ron Weasley would kill one with a sword and I'd die. So before we kick it off, anybody got anything going on this week? Any big news? Steve is back from Hawaii, which is excited, from a honeymoon. Give it up for Steve getting married.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's not too late to take my advice.
The hall pass tattoo.
Yeah, there you go.
I kind of like that, actually.
Isn't it more suspicious if you do it with no prompting?
Yeah,
because you were getting questioned, but if Steve just showed up and was like, I got the tattoo, babe, see? There's nothing to worry about.
I'm yours.
Yeah, I'm all yours. She would be like, I wasn't even thinking about it till now.
Then you'd have to get 2.
Right. Maybe like under the eye, like a Post Malone.
I was thinking tramp stamp.
Ooh, there we go.
I already got one of those.
What does it say?
It says, what's up?
Did we cut out?
Yeah, we cut out.
Oh, we're back?
That would have been a fucking hilarious take there if I had not lost.
That was just the government trying to shut us down.
That's the deep state.
They saw that we had 32 YouTube subscribers. They said they're getting too powerful. Cut their mics. Check them. So tell us about getting married. Tell us about Hawaii and stuff before we take questions.
Oh, wow. I got a little bit of seasonal allergies going on. Hawaii was good. There's a lot of sand and beaches.
I don't think you went to Hawaii.
Yeah. This is why you do need the tattoo, because you're a terrible liar. How was Hawaii? At the beaches, there was sand and beaches, and the national bird is
It was good. I just feel like nobody wants to hear about anyone's vacations ever.
You don't think so?
No, I
then
don't.
How come you've been telling me about it for 2 days?
I have?
Yeah, I want to hear.
Oh, okay.
I like hearing about Hawaii. That's why I brought it up. I thought everyone would love to hear.
Do you guys like hearing about people in your, like other people that you're close to when they go on vacation? You want to get photos from their vacation? See, this guy's telling the
But
truth.
this guy is like unhappy though.
Why would you want photos and updates from someone else's vacation when you're not on vacation?
It was interesting. I don't know. I've never been to Hawaii. I liked hearing about it.
I think you're just a kind man.
The hotter version of me was basically calling me a pussy. I didn't like that. I was like, come on, Steve. We all like hearing about our vacation. He's like, no, we don't, actually. What would you do if he revealed that he also has your wife's initials tattooed on his arm?
I would be very confused, actually. Yeah, I was like, all right, like now this is making sense.
She holds up the brand. He's like, tell my girl I said hi.
No, I'm like, no, you go tell her I'm out for the streets now.
The rest of the podcast is just us giving advice to Ken on how to stop crying before taking the bus to a Motel 6 somewhere. Oh, well, that's exciting. What's new? You've been married for a while. This is the first time I've done this with 2 married folks.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been married for a long ass time. I got married so young, we didn't have money to go on a honeymoon. So
Yeah, neither did we. I'm really reeling about the whole situation right now.
It's like, yeah, my credit cards are maxed out.
Hawaii, yeah, courtesy of BMO Harris. Oh,
22% interest is not that bad, all right? That's a good rate.
Yeah, you got to get there. You better hope that it was more than 22% interest in when you're in Hawaii. Was it worth the money?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Were you watching anything go down in Hawaii and you're like, this was not worth?
No, I mostly just stayed inside and watched TV.
Great honeymoon.
I did a lot of sports gambling and stayed in, closed the blinds.
That would be funny if you were like, yeah, the credit cards are maxed out. 500 on flight, 200 on Airbnb, 1,800 on Pornhub Pro account.
Pretty much just whacked my dick the whole time indoors with tinfoil on the windows. While the wife went out and got Polynesian dong.
You can see her on bigpolydongs.com.
Somebody was surfing, and it wasn't on a surfboard.
She was definitely getting her Beyonce on.
It was on that gigantic guy with a ukulele with the... What's that guy?
Who? Oh, yeah.
Dude, this thing's like somewhere out there.
Yeah, I can never go back if this goes out. I can never go back to the islands if this gets out.
I'm cracking up at the idea of Steve like taping newspaper up over the Airbnb with... Just paying for like a $1,200 2 tickets to Hawaii. He's like, it's so hot and bright here. This sucks.
Honey, they got stars. Just knock when you're coming in.
Always knock before you enter the marital bedroom. That's funny. That's a funny thing to think about.
Wait, so you guys just got married then?
I've been married 3 years.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But we got married in the church. So under the eyes of God, now we're married.
Ah, okay.
Catholic church, Catholic wedding back home. We got a question in the audience.
Okay, so just what is under the eyes of God? Like, what does that mean?
He's watching.
What does that mean to me? It means that we had to go down to a church and take classes, and
I don't think he's happy about this.
it was fine. It was legitimate, yeah. I was raised Catholic. My wife's Peruvian, so she's like as Catholic as the Pope.
What does that mean? That, it's like it's a relationship between you and your wife that is sacred because of the trust that you have, or the attention to say things like make promises and try to keep promises that.
Kind of second guessing it now. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm sorry, I'm not quite following what you're saying.
Okay.
The question is, would you cheat without God?
Is God the only bumper keeping the bowling ball?
You're kind of saying like it was I didn't really need to get married in the church if I was already married for 3 years.
Are you telling him to try and fight the credit card charges because God's not real? That's a funny reason to send to the... actually, I won't be paying these bills because when I die, it won't matter. Take that, J.P. Morgan. I don't know. I was there at the wedding. I will say I liked seeing it at a church. It was very pretty.
Really?
Yeah. I hadn't been in a church for a while, and the smell brought me back. It was nostalgic. Big vaulted ceilings. It just felt, I don't know, just a nice thing to see.
A lot of churches, I think, are religious or anything, but a lot of them have beautiful stained glass features, like original wood fixtures with high organs.
Gorgeous. Yeah, it was a good looking time.
Quick question, what does a Catholic church smell like?
What does a Catholic church smell like?
You mentioned smell.
It just,
I'm gonna
to me, it
say
smelled
lube.
like a Methodist church. I can't tell the difference.
It's the
smell
taste
like
like chicken of...
Smell like a big Methodist church.
It just smelled like a Methodist church where everyone's collars was pressed a little tighter. It was, I don't know. It smelled like pews and linoleum floor.
Incense. The wrong religion, is that what you said?
That's what he said. All right.
Wait, let's go across the panel and all guess his religion real quick. Loser has to pay Steve's credit card bills.
Oh, shit. I'm converting.
Yeah. Would you go back and just do what are you? What's your religion? What's the correct religion?
Oh, the one where you don't pay interest.
I like that religion.
All right.
I don't like that you call me brother, though. Now I'm all out. I was in, and now I'm like, I don't know.
Ken's going to be behind bars for at least 5 years before he goes Muslim.
We don't have to deal with the whole cheating thing. We just add another wife on the
Oh, man.
Ah, you're Mormon? Mormon?
I'm glad you looked at him and
Curveball.
was like, Mormon. Yeah, they definitely converted you. That was
Ken in a
mission
religion
for-
where he can have multiple wives, his arm's just going to look like a dictionary. It's just,
I'm just gonna have a sleeve of it.
yeah, it's just ADL, TDL, 5. It's all, yeah, it'll be nice.
Everybody looks like a Chipotle bag on.
Yeah. I just don't want to have to bring, because we all do comedy, I'm not looking forward to having to learn Ken's new name when he comes back. When he's the Muhammad Ali version of Ken Hamlett. Like, coming up next to the stage, God damn it, that's 6 syllables.
No, I'm just going by X for sure.
You can grow the beard out, though. Let it go.
This is letting it go. This is as much as I don't know. My back hair grows in strong just now.
Oh, that's good stuff.
We got another question.
We got a question here in the audience. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Move on
yes,
up. We'd
yeah,
love it if you come up.
Yeah. Anybody who wants to sit up front. Yeah.
Are you taking notes?
There you go. And he pulled the chair out for you. Muslim might be the way to go. That was a gentleman. That was a good act. Steve just sat there like a goddamn Catholic.
I don't think we should be labeling and defining these things. It feels like a waste of time.
Religion?
I don't know who you'd even begin to take that up with.
There's only like so much we can agree on. It's like kind of like, what's a religion that benefits everyone? That's a win-win. It's actually quite simple. It's love.
Yeah, Buddhism, right?
It's for us to just understand like there is no such thing as like a punishing God or like, you know.
Don't look at me.
She was like, take that, Allah.
She's like, we all know that death to infidels is a way of life.
Oh. I bet if Ken was Muslim, you wouldn't look at him that way.
I was Muslim.
You were?
Yeah, I was Muslim for a while.
Really?
Do you know why I became Muslim? I went to school in Utah. I went to Utah State, and
Yeah?
I've never been around Mormons. And I grew up Christian, and when I got around Mormons and they just kept pushing like the LDS church, I was like, I'm gonna become Muslim. So then I became Muslim.
Out of spite.
I believe in all religions that there's truth to all, but there's no one truth.
I feel like that's not how religion works.
According to
The-
not according
The Quran and the Bible.
Yeah.
Fair.
So you were Muslim for a while, like for real?
Yeah, for real. I still don't eat pork. Yeah.
Would you
more for us.
describe yourself? More for us.
I'm getting ribs after this. Who's coming?
We're doing a late bachelor party. It's BYOP.
I think pork, like, let's say 100 years ago, pork actually carried a lot of like bacteria that made people sick.
Totally.
Now all food
Maybe.
does.
It's a lot different now, but back then it was probably best to like limit pork.
Yeah, but pigs are adorable, so why not?
Yeah. Wait. So why not? I like it.
No, I think you got that wrong, dude.
Now pigs are all clean and friendly. They're walking right up to me, and I just ha-ta!
That is the answer I was expecting from the sea captain sitting in the back.
Yeah, he's got to get 280 pounds of salted pork on the vessel before he
If
shoves
this
out.
tuna doesn't start biting, I'm going to eat one of my crew. I don't give a fuck what it is.
It turns out. That's pork. I like your I never thought about it that way, but that's very funny. Like, pigs are as smart as dogs, so I can train them. I can just say, come to the slaughterhouse. Come on. Right
Like,
here.
sit.
Sit right there while I set up the slow cooker.
They said aren't pigs are like very similar to the human physiology?
Yeah, you can use their like organs and shit.
Yeah,
to,
they like
transfer.
test a lot of shit that they like test for humans. They test on pigs because their skin and their organs and shit are similar. Yeah, it's kind of freaky. And I think like if you fall down in a pig pit, they'll just fucking
They'll eat you. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
there
raised
was-
hogs. Yeah,
there was a
You
serial
raised
killer.
hogs?
Yeah, dog. You're learning a lot about me right now.
No shit.
You used to raise hogs?
Yeah.
Are you going to be tangentially connected to every topic?
probably?
From raising hogs to Muslim, my story, Ken Hamlett. Hog farmer facing east with Ken Hamlett.
From hog to heaven.
Oh, man, that's...
So, what prison did you convert it?
That's the only one I can't connect to.
Utah. The whole state was a prison. Just Ken locked in there. Ken was walking around the campus just looking at Mormons like, you don't understand. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. I'm going full Muslim. Oh, man. That must have blown those poor Mormons' mind when he showed up to class the next day.
Oh, for sure.
Did you go to town? Were you, like, fighting with them?
All the time. I would argue with them all the time. Just
Yeah?
for just fucking shits and giggles.
I bet those clips would have gone viral.
Oh, man.
You should have. I wish you were doing comedy at the time.
Who knows? I'd probably be a Mormon comic now. Who knows?
Yeah. That'd be...
What was it like? It was terrible. I left after a year. I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. It was messed up because I convinced my brother. I have a twin brother. I convinced him to come to Utah State, and his coach. We were both athletes, so his coach came to visit, and she didn't let him know that she was leaving. And then when I saw her, I was like, Yogi, what the fuck? What are you doing here? And she was like, oh my God, don't tell your brother. And I was like, oh, I'm definitely texting him. And so I let him know, and he transferred over. And then I was like, oh, I fucking hate it here, and just left him there. He became a Mormon, though. They got him. They didn't get me, though. No, he's not anymore. He likes drinking and strippers. So
I really like that you guys were both just so flimsy and you were there and you both just became a different religion after one. It takes 1 year of stimulus and you're like, I'm a different thing now. God damn. I would like to see, that was like an ultimate. Actually, we probably could have figured out which religion is right because if you have a twin brother, one's Mormon, one's Muslim, you guys are genetically the same. If we just made you fight, it would have just been whose side God was on.
Yeah.
We could have gotten all the crusades out of the way. We could have just gone and been like, all right, ISIS was right. Who knows? Ken beat up his brother, and the only difference was their chosen deity. So
God had my back, bro.
It's just a bunch of Mormons just like putting on a white robe instead of a suit. They're like, all right, dude, I don't know. He nailed it. I didn't know Allah had a sick left hook. Came out of nowhere.
Allah likes little red bow ties. That's why he's into it.
Just keeping them away.
So how many hogs are we talking?
How many head
Come back
hogs?
around here. Like, no, I'm trying to have a barbecue. That's all he's thinking
We
about.
grazed over that.
Man, we raised. At a time we like our probably like 7 or 8, and we would just like butcher the babies. You just raise.
Wow.
That might be why you don't eat pig.
I didn't like personally. I mean, 'cause that's what you eat the babies. You don't eat the old ones. Yeah, you keep a cup. You let them get heavy enough to kill them. You're not like just, oh, there's a baby, shoot it, and like that's not enough bacon to waste a bullet on.
So you don't eat the old ones.
You're right. People and pigs aren't that different.
Oh, wild.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone's chosen a deity. You guys want to get into the questions that we got? Yeah? Yeah? All right. Guys, give it up for Harry, by the way, producing over there.
Harry.
In the corner.
Thank you, Eric.
Can you read us our first? We had a few questions submitted online. Then we'll take, I know some people wrote questions in. If you guys want to just say questions out loud, we'll call on people
We got
later.
Jeff Goldblum walking by.
Jeff Goldblum. All right, we're going to start with one that's burning hot on the presses from online. It says, my landlord suggested I'll get free rent if we fuck. I'm pretty into both my landlord and cheap rent, so do I go for it?
Yes.
Steve, are you your wife's landlord?
Yeah. I was about to say, you guys are
I
both
mean, in a
parents.
way, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. If you're...
Yeah, does he have like herpes or something?
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. Well, I guess if they're like if they're like young, then it matters. But also, like, why is my landlord 12? Like that's like they
You
can
know,
be
Muslims
old.
are allowed to have up to 12 landlords. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a compelling argument against it, but if you're into your landlord...
Let me reread the question.
Yeah.
My landlord suggested
Oh,
I'll get free
there's
rent
it.
if we fuck. So you gotta see who's asking the question. Did they get a firm handshake and they think they're gonna get an $800 fuck a month?
I need a contract.
That's a good point. Yeah, get it in writing.
I want
would
it in
say.
writing.
Yeah.
But they're into the landlord, so this feels like a no-risk situation
Is
unless
it-
the landlord's in the building.
Yeah.
Once a month or whenever the landlord wants?
That's true. Is it unlimited fucks for 800?
Only when the rent's due or like when he shows up at the door?
You said at least 4 of my porn keyword searches in that.
Meet her and they're like entering some type of like, relationship and she just happens to be
Yeah.
Mm.
It sounds like it was negotiated. It's primarily pay-based. And then the benefit is that they're not attracted to the landlord.
Yeah.
Based
But-
on some of my performances, I think rent could go up. That's a compelling reason not to. If
Yeah.
you don't do well.
What if it,
No, that's
it
why you
would
want
s-
that's why you want the contract, dude. Like put it in
Exactly.
writing. It doesn't matter if I bust
Could you get
in
a
30
city
seconds.
notary involved in this?
Here's what I say. I say you hold out on paying the rent. Get behind a couple months. Let it stack up, and then go into negotiations. Maybe pull a titty out, buy yourself a month, and then you could fucking clear the tab at the end of the year.
Everything's negotiable.
Everything is negotiable.
But I think you're losing at that point. If you're behind on the deal, I think because then they have all the power.
yeah,
But also, how much is rent?
that's a good
That's
question.
true.
This is the...
2K and it's once a month. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I'd slept myself
that's
out
top
for less.
5% of OnlyFans money right there. 2K a
He's
month.
talking about he lives in my building.
Is that you guys both know him because he's the landlord? Is that the,
This is his question.
he wrote in? I'm about to be out on the ship at sea with my landlord for 6 months. Is it gay if we're stranded? No. I don't know. I would say, I don't know. It does seem like it's it would feel bad if you're like, I don't know, because then if the landlord doesn't, is it just a month? It's not this doesn't sound like it's gonna be an ongoing
not
thing.
a
It might just be.
Just a
It sounds
one-time.
like it just feels like you might be stepping into a complicated situation here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What
Like-
if you decide to like start paying money again? You're like, I don't really want to.
That's an expensive breakup to whoever just got dumped over here. If you have to ever just slam them.
How are we supposed to give advice if that's all we know?
Yeah.
Well, I think if I was giving real advice, I would just go ahead and say no. Do not fuck anyone for any amount of money or
Yeah, I think that's
rent.
You're
Yeah.
wrong.
The
You're
general don't fuck.
We have a literal
What?
yin and yang situation over
If
here.
I'm being 100, if I was 100, if this was my son,
yeah, if it was
son.
your kid. you
I'm
would be
telling
like-
my son. I have a son. I'm telling him to fuck his landlord.
Yeah, but your son and Steve's son are going to be able to satisfy a landlord to two vastly different extents.
I want no fuck the. I'm
yeah, dude, I'm
the
fucking
landlord.
hung. What are you talking about?
I'm projecting on the Steve right now.
I'm fucking the landlord.
Just what I heard, I would say no, but there's also knowing more, I may say yes.
Why would you say? What is the argument for no? Because to me, it's a yes, guaranteed.
Yeah, my fear is that you're going into battle with without fully formed battle plans.
I don't need plans at all.
No, you're ready to just go in swinging.
Yeah, free rent, dude.
Free, yeah.
I don't care if rent was $500.
Yeah, but then what if you and your landlord have like a falling out, and now you're...
I just got to pay rent.
Well, no, but what if could a landlord just be like, no, I don't even want rent. You're out of the building.
No.
They can't kick you out.
You got a contract, yeah. They can't kick you out, yeah.
Ken's in the nation of I slam pussy.
Took me a second to figure it out, but it came together. I was like, Iceland? How do we get to Iceland? Oh, Islam. Okay, yeah.
Compared to prostitution rates.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Is like, let's say on average like 12 to like $1,500 for rent, right?
Yeah.
How much do you pay for prostitutes asking for a friend?
This is why we should have a little computer set up for Harry so we could be like, Jamie, pull that up.
Captain Jack, when you're fresh off a sea and you're looking for the company of a woman.
Did you say $4,000 to sleep with somebody?
Like, let's say,
No. Oh, I'm saying, okay, like one time with a prostitute is roughly how much? Like $500?
I have some data. So average rent in Chicago is $19.95 for one bedroom, and this says that prostitution, the common medium rate is $150 an hour. So
That's not
every
bad.
month you would have to do about 13 hours of fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
I like that you crunched the numbers on that.
What's the range?
The range, yeah. Because those are prostitutes including like Tennessee and Alabama. You know what I mean? Like Ohio. Yeah, like Ohio prices in there.
There's gotta be a minimum time. It's gotta be honest.
Yeah, I don't think you can buy for less than an hour. You know what I mean? Like,
That's less than like a man.
It depends on where you are. Depends on what parking lot you're in.
yes, yeah. There's definitely a Big Lots parking lot somewhere south of the Kentucky border, where you can just do a $10 through the window.
Yeah.
And then you just get back in the truck and keep going.
The New York Times reports a street prostitute in Dallas may make as little as $5 per sex act.
I would love to be that New York Times reporter.
He's like, all right, so now how much was that? I gotta write
It's research. I need 10 more bucks.
You got to fly me back to Dallas. I got to be there to report on it. I have to immerse myself in the field.
Honey, I don't give a fuck if I have your name tattooed on my arm. This is hard-hitting journalism for the New York Times. If I want that promotion, I got to get to Dallas and I got to get my dick sucked. Put me on that plane. He's running around the parking lot of a Walmart in Dallas, and he's got a big blue flak vest like an Iraq war reporter that says press on it. A cop arrests him. They're like, do you know what you were doing? He's like, research. I was getting to the bottom of a story, officer.
But I pay thousands of dollars for escorts and sex. Hundreds to thousands of dollars.
Well, look, there's an asterisk next to that. There's like a 1% of men buying $1,000.
Yeah, I mean, there's cars that are $300,000.
Yeah, some men are driving around in a McLaren F-150 or whatever. I don't know.
That's like rent money, like that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Real question.
Yes.
Is prostitution in that hypothetical covered under freedom of press?
I was about to ask if you could claim First Amendment on if you were a journalist studying prostitution. And they're like, prostitution is illegal. He's like, I think that we could take this to the Supreme Court and say that the press should not be infringed.
Freedom of pressing your face into those tits.
Harry.
The metaphors get stronger the longer the wordplay.
I've been saving this one, Ken Hamlett, more like Ken Hamless.
I really want to come over and just like an insane person. This is just scrawled into the table. You've been carving wordplay in with your fingernails. Yeah. All right. Let's take a vote, and then we'll do another question. All right. Raise your hand if you would sleep with the landlord.
sure. Right away.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think until I turn 30, I think I would say I would sleep with a landlord.
Until you turn 30?
I think there's a cutoff for that, but I think it's
Are you 29 now?
Yeah. I think I got about 5 more months where it's kind of acceptable for me to sleep with the landlord for free rent.
I would do it all the way through. I would call my bank and be like, "Hey, can I drop some dick off to pay my mortgage this week?" Right now.
Yeah, they're trying to collect on your Hawaii credit card bills. And you're like, I've actually found out sort of another form of paying my debts here. Steve's just looking at a guy across from a Chase Bank desk. He's like, why don't we close the door in this cubicle? You and I settle this man to man. All right. So we'd say by vote.
It's okay.
Try it. Go for it. But I understand the conservative mindset of playing it safe. You guys ready for another question?
Yeah. Whose apartment are you fucking in? His or yours?
I'll fuck in the alley, dude.
Yeah, I think you got it.
That's a good point. That is a good point. Yeah.
They're both his.
I mean, really, they might even be the banks. We don't know if
That's
they're paid
true.
off. How deep do we want to go here?
Does it care more about the what?
If it's not a Motel 6, it's not worth it.
What's that?
If it's not a Motel 6, it's not worth it.
I don't understand exactly what I'm saying, but I do imagine that when you go into port, you're going straight for a Motel 6. All right, Harry's restarting the camera, and then we'll do get another question. Who would have thought that question would wrap up right at the exact 30-minute mark where you have to restart my camera? Give it up for Harry producing the hell out of it.
Producing the hell out of the show.
All right. This question is perfect for the married men here. If you get married, then she dies, and you get remarried, who do you get buried next to?
Oh, shit.
You get married, she dies, you get remarried, who do you get buried next to?
Let's just cremate everybody.
Yeah, I was going to say, first of all, I'm not getting buried.
Problem solved.
Fucking have Captain Jack take me out to sea and fucking tie a cinder block around me. Just
Burn you like a
sink my ass.
Viking.
I'm gonna push past Muslim and say put them both in whatever pyramid I'm buried in.
Eric wants to be preserved in a tomb like King Tut.
If my second wife's not dead, she has to still get walled into the tomb with me. That and 100 head of swine.
Just
when
put
I
me
meet
in a
Osiris on the other. That's the religion. What if I just took a hard turn into deep Egyptology? Ken can go Muslim. I'm coming in with like one of the snake crowns. I'm wrapped in reeds. I got winged eyeliner. I might be a pharaoh.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think your skin would burn up in the sun.
That's why the pharaohs have the people with the palm leaves covering them.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't even. I feel like you gotta. I don't know. Would a second wife be cool with you being like, can we all just kind of go back to back?
I feel like they would not be cool with that. That's
You
like
don't think you
keeping
could go wife, me, wife? No. A wife sandwich?
Would you do it for your wife? Let's say you died and she got remarried, and she was like, can I, can we all just
do the same tomb?
If she got remarried, I'd start haunting her immediately.
Yeah, for sure. Like, that's like.
No.
Here's an idea.
Yeah.
A swingers mausoleum. A lifestyle mausoleum. Where basically in the afterlife, everything's wide open. You throw your keys in a bowl. And then you just swing wide open into the afterlife like it's Florida.
It's a bowl full of
religion.
Praise Allah. That's what I'm
There's
shooting
72
for.
of them, but they ain't virgins.
Hey man, you chill out. One too many Egyptian jokes. You're gonna end up the guy who, moves the palm trees.
Yeah, I know. That's actually, I was actually listening to a podcast about what ancient Egyptians believed happened in the afterlife. And I could be wrong on this, but I do think that they just thought your afterlife was just a slightly better version of whatever you were up to.
Oh, that's fire.
So if you were like a farmer, then your afterlife, you were just like a farmer.
That's why you need all the shit in the...
Yeah, that's why a pharaoh would be buried with all the stuff. They also, there's a book, this is totally off topic, we'll answer. I just thought it was funny that part of the reason they would cut out your heart was so like the god of the dead could judge your heart. It had to answer all these questions and to pass, to get into heaven or whatever. Yeah. But there was a spell that you could use before you died to tell your heart to lie to the gods. There was a heart. Yeah, there was a spell, so you could be like, "Oh, my heart, do not betray." So that way, when the god's like, "Did you cheat on your wife?" You would be like, "You don't you fucking tell him what I did, heart. You better not say any stupid shit." And then your heart wouldn't tell him, and then you could sneak into heaven on a technicality.
I just want to say their gods are dumb as shit.
Cutting the heart open so raw that it won't matter what, whatever if you did cheat on your wife, it's not.
It's a fairly easy spell, by the way.
Now you chill out. He's Catholic, and he'll set a witch on fire. You better not be talking spells. Yes, yeah. I would like to know the spell. Yeah, I don't know. You guys are married, so you got to answer the question. My girlfriend's Jewish, so we're going to different cemeteries.
No, that's what the church said.
Yes, yeah. I have no idea.
To me, I think it's like you can't, like, if you're in a relationship, are you gonna have the same bed that you were fucking the last person on? You got to get a new mattress, right? So I don't think you can share the same. Whoa, y'all are just fucking people on the same sheets and stuff.
Wow, that was unanimous rejection of your.
Right,
I thought that was kind of sweet. You're like, no, I'm gonna
be in the same thing then.
A good bed's like an iron skillet.
Cast iron skillet.
Hey, do not eat at his house, guys.
This bed's last me 13 voyages out in the South Pacific. I can't stop making jokes about it.
Hey, babe, your mattress is a little hard. That's the salt crusting the.
It's a 10-inch Tempur-Pedic. And she's lasted me 14 voyages down the South Pacific. I've bagged me 14 dollies on this.
It's just an air mattress and a hammock.
I do go what you're saying. It's seasoned, well seasoned. It's got your.
It's like a cast iron mattress.
That's exactly what he said.
Well, I thought of it.
So Ken, you were saying you're gonna compare it to a bed being like you would start new.
Yeah, you can't put them next to. I feel like that's messed up. Right?
I agree.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. I think it all depends on the age at which everyone's dying.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the first one, who knows?
Yeah.
So like, what's the criteria here? It's who you've been with longer, and we're still on like the whole being married next to question. So like, is it with the person you were with the longest, or the person you were with the happiest?
Yeah. Oh, so he's asking this because he's unhappy for the last year. So he's like, I don't have to be married next to her, right?
How about this?
God damn it! If I hadn't used all my Muslim jokes already. I do like I feel like Sea Captain is a tune for this because you can lose multiple wives and you just walk out to the edge of the lighthouse and look longingly at the lake. And I won't have a grave. I'll be buried down in Davy Jones' locker.
Wait, no. So like, if you die, your partner dies, right? Your first partner, and then your second partner dies. Do you just bury them next to each other? Then is that what you're saying you would do?
And all of this while the investigation is still going on.
Wait, so you're not going to make two different shallow graves?
There we go. I don't know. I would like to be buried in a cemetery with my second wife, or I could be tossed in a ditch high in the Appalachian Mountains with my first wife. They both seem so romantic.
I don't even have that wood chipper anymore.
Let alone the first mattress. It's all.
Can you slice your body and be buried separately?
Oh.
Just put like one ball in one grave and one ball in the other.
Top and half. Then who gets the top and who gets the bottom? You know
who
what I mean?
gets
What
the
if you
brains?
what if all three you get cremated and then you just get put in the same thing like a blended scotch? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
I think cremation's the answer.
Where your soul rests. Like, I was like, it's this big, huge decision. It's like, it's just your body.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't mean that it's like a soul decision. Oh,
Spoken like a woman with no God.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, what do we think?
I'm going to be pushing for. This is what I think. I think if you have the tragedy of a first dead wife, that gives you kind of get to play that card.
Yeah.
The second wife's like, where do you want to get buried? You go, I would like to be. I love both of you. I'd like to be in the middle. Yeah. I think, and if she goes no, then you go, what are you making me choose between my? That's horrible. And then she goes,
then you get a divorce, and then you can go get buried.
Yes,
with
yeah, it's either both of you or the good one. Yeah. She was 25. She looked great.
It's either both or the good one. Damn, that's a slam the door, walk out argument winner right there, dude. That's Hall of Fame relationship debate. You should get a trophy for that.
That was
Yeah,
a great one.
I think that you get to make that. I think it's just up to you. You know what I mean? You follow your heart. You're the one who's got the.
And the lady or man, the other one, whoever passed away, their family.
Yeah.
Some people are like, I want to be buried with my family. Fuck you. I don't want to be buried with you. People have different wishes. Or what if you already had paid for
The burial site.
the first site?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Age matters. I mean, it's
That's
like
true.
Yeah.
if you're fucking 70, she croaks.
Yeah.
You go, I want to be buried next to this old bag. You get your name put in there.
I might
and
say
then you get another biddy down in Florida. But you already got a plot. Then you tell
if you have
Gloria, you go, look, I got a plot down in Tampa Bay. All right, honey, I'm going to give you my heart, but I'm getting buried next
But
to
the body goes over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's established.
What if you're married to both of them at the same time?
Ooh.
Well, then you're definitely married.
That's illegal.
Yeah. That's illegal. Not under the eyes of Allah.
Wait, did you have a question? You had your hand up.
What's the right time in a relationship to bring up the idea of getting a plot? I'm curious if it was in your registry.
Definitely not within 6 months of the first one dying.
I'm saying right away. Right when
I
you
definitely didn't put it in my registry.
You put it in the registry?
By the way, we're asking for a Cuisinart blender, and could you pay for me to be entombed in Resurrection Cemetery for the end of time?
Harry's wedding registry says a hole for his hole.
Yeah, it's expensive. It's very expensive.
Yeah.
My boyfriend and I were looking at plots in LA, and
That's
goddamn
very weird.
Hey, you want to move to LA at some point? That's the time to do it. You know what I mean? When rent doesn't keep going up.
What prompted that?
So for my birthday this year, it was like 3 months after we started dating. It was my birthday, and he took me to Hollywood Forever Cemetery and wrote me a poem and read me the.
You dating Edgar Allan Poe?
Please go gently into that cold night.
It was really romantic.
No, it does sound sweet.
Cemeteries used to be like a gathering place. But anyway, when we were there, we were like, what if we got buried here together? And so then we looked into it, and like, it's like more than you. How many was it, David? Like 3, but you know, when you know, you know.
Yeah. Fuck talking about kids. Let's talk about where we're dying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But there's like a mausoleum's like $3,000, but this is like an elite cemetery.
Yeah.
Or we could be next to Johnny Ramone for 20 a pop.
Oh damn!
20
I didn't realize that this was a rock and roll couple. Never mind. That explains the first date in the cemetery. That's yeah. Yeah, 3 months. Yeah. Or next to Johnny Ramone.
Right. Then we could be rock and rollers forever. Talk about swinging and death.
There you go. Cut my head off and freeze it like Walt Disney.
How much to get buried next to? Wait, are you telling me the plots next to Johnny Ramone are currently open?
It's not directly next, but it's like catty corner on the lake.
Gotcha.
On the lake also?
You know Johnny Ramone was a Republican? He was, and it was like a day job for him.
But was that when Republican was different? Like, because like Lincoln was a Republican.
Yeah. Johnny Ramone was like pro-Vietnam War.
Word. Yeah, that's bad.
It's I mean, look, call it what you want. The guitar riffs were defined a generation. He wasn't so Republican that he couldn't shred. In the afterlife. You can hang out with, you, Johnny Ramone, and Reagan in the afterlife, just hanging out.
That's a pretty sick life.
That's not bad. Nixon? Yeah. How much was it for the LA cemetery?
It's $20K. $3,000 for a mausoleum. $20K each.
It's not bad.
But it's like a car, but we'd be there forever.
Yeah.
That just means like a sculpture event or anything. That's just the space.
That's just the ground.
I say go $20K on the space, then you just put a little cardboard sign. Get like a screen printed sign like they have at elections, just a little wicket thing. What? Everyone would know you're there. That would stand out. Honestly, more people would see that than like a headstone. If you had like a red, white, and blue, vote for Reagan.
What were you gonna say, man?
How far decomposed is Johnny Ramone to what you guys have? Like, how far ahead is he?
That's a very good point.
Like 30 years ago.
So he's always got a good head start. Yeah.
Yeah.
He might have reincarnated by now, though.
So you probably missed him. You would be.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to change him.
Now he's a little Republican baby somewhere.
Yeah. He's currently passing a motion in the Florida State Senate right now.
It's like you said with the Egyptians, they just get stronger at that level,
Yes.
right?
That's why he had a haircut like a pyramid.
There's actually a pyramid right next to Johnny Ramone at the Hollywood Cemetery.
Yeah.
I don't know who's buried there, though.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson?
No, it's, or what's his name? Nicolas Cage's future burial plot.
Yeah,
Is
he's
that
got
really?
doesn't he have a pyramid or a mausoleum or something?
That's fire. I don't think I want that.
You think
but
that's going to
like,
confuse future, like aliens or whatever when they come? They discover pyramids in South America,
Like, hey, wait a
pyramids in
second, we didn't
Egypt, and
put
then
this
one, just one with Nicolas Cage
It's
in
like
it.
it's fucking up their GPS. They're like, hey, what the fuck is this? Like, I thought you said take a left at the.
They're like, it seemed to be a conduit to tell time based on the stars. Also, there was a VHS of National Treasure.
I was just gonna say.
There's another pyramid in Tennessee, the Bass Pro Shop pyramid.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Bury me in the Bass Pro Shop pyramid.
Yeah.
If Johnny Ramone did reincarnate, he's working in the Tennessee Bass Pro Shop.
Just stuff me and put me in a fucking Cabela's. Just put me in high visibility in a Cabela's and just point me toward a fucking bear.
It's just Steve's got a big necklace that says men's section on it. And just put yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna need some high waiters in the afterlife. All right, you hit the next question.
All right, I think this one's probably a short one. Someone wrote in today, what if Jesus had a lisp? Open to interpretation.
This has already been a very spiritual episode.
Blessed are the peacemakers.
I think it would have been even more difficult for him to get people to follow him.
Yeah.
Like it was already hard, and now
Isn't
they're
it
like,
nuts that like a lisp is almost as big of a setback as walking on water is a pro?
Yeah, he could walk on water, but he can't quite nail down an S.
He turned water into rosé.
Whoa, that was a slippery sea I was just walking on. Walking on a salty sea, and people would just be like, oh my God, crucify this guy.
When, like, when I meet someone who has a lisp, I don't think any lesson. Just have it. So you just sound different. It can be quite endearing.
I definitely bullied a kid my entire middle school years for having a lisp.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well,
Not for sure I was bullying him.
Ken was Muslim by 20. He had a defined code. He's always had a defined spiritual code leading him through life. He wasn't bullying somebody based on like any sort of internal strife.
None of that,
Everything
yeah.
was fine. You just knew you were dominant to a guy with a lisp. That'd be funny. Just a bully with no backstory. They just like are
Just, yeah. He,
fucking cool rockin' road. Yeah, yeah. You know.
What if Jesus had a lisp? That's something we can all take to bed tonight. It's just something to think about.
Yeah.
What do we got? We got another one?
I imagine he would have. He cured leprosy and paralysis. I imagine he could have had a lisp, and he just went into the
fixed
bathroom,
it.
snapped his fingers, and then he was talking.
I mean, he probably, it was fucking, that was a while ago. He probably had all kinds of shit.
yeah. Can you imagine talking Aramaic?
Wait, do you mean he save leprosy.
Leprosy.
Does that mean that Bethlehem was pronounced wrong?
Oh my
Bethlehem.
God.
It's pronounced Bestlehem. As in, it is the best ham,
It's the
and
lahem,
Ken
yeah.
has never tasted it. All right, I'm learning from Harry on the wordplay. All right, hit us with another one.
All right, this is another one from online. My GF is mad at me and not talking to me. What is something I can do outside of being extremely happy?
There you go.
So yeah, he's. I think if I'm interpreting that correctly, his girlfriend makes him extremely happy, and they're fighting now, and she's not talking to him. What can he do now that he is not happy?
I think it's
the opposite.
someone saying, what I can do outside of being extremely happy. So I think he's implying that he is enjoying not talking to his girlfriend. So you could interpret the question as, how do I keep this fight going so I still don't have to talk to my partner?
Wow, we really read that in two very different ways.
Oh, yeah.
It's open to interpretation.
I think that's the husbands. What do the husbands do when your girlfriend/wife is mad at you?
I just go in the other room.
Because you got another wife in there?
You just point towards the tattoo.
Yeah, you
Is it
just
a
go
Trump
away
ball?
for a while.
Babe,
Like, see, this is why I cheat
you give me
on
lip right now? I got this tattooed on my bicep.
This is why I got multiple mattresses, okay?
I don't deal well with that. I feel like I'm only just now getting to a point in my life where I can not feel the need to immediately resolve conflict.
Yeah.
That took me a long. I used to be the guy, like if I was fighting with a significant other, I had to patch it up
Right now.
immediately, or it would like totally eat
I'll
me
get
alive.
buried with you. I'll get buried with you. You're
Yes,
the good one.
yes, fine. I'll get buried with you. Yeah, yes, I would do that, and then I'd go to the mortician and be like, "I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like don't cancel
Don't bury
my
me
site.
over here. Just put a dead pig in there."
They're the same as humans.
Yeah, it depends on how you want to interpret the question. I would say if you're enjoying it, then you have deeper introspection to consider on the relationship. Like
Yeah.
if fighting with your girlfriend makes you happy, then you should probably
Move on.
No, I think what if they're saving money on rent by having a significant other, you know?
That sounded like it was coming from a personal place. You're like, well, hold on. Now, what if it's the only thing that makes this townhome a viable financial investment? But if it's the other way, if you're saying I'm really sad now that I'm fighting with my girlfriend, then I would say, I don't know. That's a tough one. You care about her, but also you need to learn how to be a little bit self-sufficient in that regard, because it's not good just to fix whatever for the sake of is that right? Am I wrong on this? I might be wrong on this.
I think you mentioned when, like, you kind of grew from that place where, you needed to solve the conflict right away to a place where, you kind of have a more balanced relationship with, like, the security relationship where, when you have a conflict, you can speak to each other and work it out. And sometimes people need space.
Yeah.
Sometimes, people need to take some time out or whatever, but you recognize that you'll come together and resolve it.
Yeah, when the time's right.
And if you don't, then you gotta either say goodbye and say just this isn't working for me, or say hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like I don't understand, why you're upset.
Yeah.
Can we talk about it?
I think also it would be a great time to be like, hey, we should have an open relationship.
What was the question? How do I hide how happy I am?
Ken's advice is tattoo her name on your arm and go to East Atlanta for a while. It's going to just disappear on a Memorial Day weekend.
It just says, what is something I can do outside of being extremely happy? So it seems like asking for a solution.
It's not happy, yeah.
And the relationship.
Yeah, for sure, for sure in the relationship.
It doesn't matter to you. You're going back to sea soon. This always had a timer on it. If it ends 1 week early before you're redeployed to the South Pacific.
That's the best answer. It's the best out of our two two options. One is to break up, or the other is to have a real honest conversation. And if you guys can't work it out, you tried everything you can do to communicate, you know.
I'd be curious what they're fighting.
See, I think she wants penance. I think it's pissing her off that she's happy, that he's happy.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a classic girlfriend angle.
Yeah.
Being annoyed that someone else is happy, but you're still holding a grudge about something.
Yeah, like you can't
So
be
then
happy
you need
without
something,
me.
like you need a physical.
I'd say you can just jump in the wood chipper and join your first wife. She's waiting for you.
I've been rescuing a baby pigeon on my fire escape. That's taken up a lot of my time. I've been doing that a lot. What do you do? Do you get in any arguments with the wife on a regular basis?
No, never.
You got a happy.
No, you get in arguments with everybody.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Never to always.
I mean, if you're living with someone, you're gonna get in disagreements.
Yeah.
And if you're not, then it's weird almost.
Yeah.
I feel like you're.
But I have a pretty laid back. You know, we're both pretty level headed. I feel like.
Yeah.
And like.
Argument is healthy in a relationship. You know, like it's just knowing that you're gonna work things out.
Yeah.
You know, if you and I may get into an argument where we're best friends, like we know we're friends, we're secure in that. You know, we just, you know.
Yeah, you just hash it out. I've only just gotten to an age where I've realized that, like, feelings aren't, like, permanent.
Yeah.
Where I'm just getting to an age where it's like, if I'm, like, you know, upset about something, I'm like, oh, yeah, this goes away after a little bit.
Did you just watch Pixar's Inside Out? That had the same effect on me.
Not only for the psyche. Like, I'm a therapist, and Inside Out is a lot like internal family systems.
I had a fucking panic attack when I watched Inside Out, dude. I was driving back to St. Louis after I watched it with my buddy, and I'm like, oh, that was heavy.
I've never seen
I haven't
it.
seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, I gotta watch it. Maybe we should just have a date and watch it.
Typically kind of shut off from their emotions a lot, so.
For sure.
No, we're not.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah. Because if you let those fuckers in.
Just go into another room, like I think that's like an honest answer, and that to me was shocking. Like, you know.
Oh, I was.
Well, it's
these
either
all
punch her
jokes, yeah.
directly in the throat.
I'd rather have an argument where they said nothing the entire time, or if they fought back.
Oh,
I don't know.
Fight
This might
back.
be this. This might be
Fight
this.
back. I don't want to sit there and yell at them. Yeah,
No?
that's so. I want passion. Burn my shit up. Like I want you to. I want the person that's gonna like throw a brick through a window. You know what I mean? Like I want that. I want passion. Like
Cut
if
my
you're
red
fighting,
bow tie in half.
Death to infidels.
Yeah, I like the fighting back.
Is sexy in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's not like, doesn't need to be combative, no need to throw or hurt anyone.
Every once in a while, combative is
But
good.
I think it's exciting, and like, you know, you're like going back and forth with someone.
Does that mean you pick an argument on purpose?
No.
No.
Sometimes.
I feel like you're projecting a lot of your current relation. You're like, wait a second, does that mean she might be fighting with me?
I mean, I can see like how that could happen, but personally, no.
I playfully antagonize my girlfriend. It's
Yeah.
fun. You know what I mean? Like
Have
if
to.
she's, you know what I mean? Just as a
Goof, yeah.
as a goof. Yeah.
But if you're constantly fucking picking fights, that's annoying as fuck.
Yes. Yeah. That's draining.
We got shit to do.
I'm trying to remember the last.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. The safety's on.
What does it matter anyway? I got a nice plot of land for both of us down in Boca Raton.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
For me though, I grew like same thing. My parents fought all the time, so I'm big on like not fighting. Like if we can't talk about it right now, then I'm just like, hey, take your space. I don't even want to. I'm not gonna argue. Like when I don't argue with people at all. Like significant others, random people. I'm like, yo, you got it. Like I don't care.
Come to bank when you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take 5, you know?
Yeah.
Figure it out. You think, she thinks, you come back, you're like, I was wrong. She's like, I was wrong. And then that's it.
Yeah.
go and cheat with somebody and be like, you know what?
Yeah.
I was wrong in that argument.
I mean, hookers are what? What do we figure out? 5 cents for an hour or something? Go.
I spent $5. I calmed down. We're good to have this.
That would be funny. Today, you just hire a hooker, and she gets in the car. She's like, "What do you want?" And you're like, "All right, am I crazy? I left the dishes out. I'm working 8 hours a day. You think I'm gonna get the dishes done?" She's like, "So what do you want?" You're like, "I just want to run this by you.
Yeah.
Make sure this is a sound argument."
Yeah, you're like 10 minutes, right? That's fair. $15 to do this.
Yeah. Dude, I can't remember some podcast I heard it on where there was like a lady who made. This is not funny at all. There's a lady who like her work was making like custom porn for people where they could like write in and like request what they want her to do or say, and she was like, half of them are like, "Will you look into the camera and just say everything's gonna be okay?"
Jesus.
Yeah.
That is.
Except I think she's topless or whatever.
They're like, not as cute anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. I have no
That
idea.
was a lot of them, and then the other one was shove this Nerf ball directly into your asshole.
It's a pew pew.
Yeah, it's hard to feel empathy when the other ones are,
There is hope for humanity. Never mind.
Never mind. Yeah. All right, you got another one for us?
All right, we got one more on the docket today. It's a longer one. Hey guys, I've been dating my girlfriend for about a year now and think she's swell. We get along well. She likes my friends. I don't like hers, but it's all good, lol. I'm in a bit of a bind, though. When we first started talking, I drunkenly told her that I had come up with the idea of Cocaine Bear, and I was getting it optioned. The concept of Cocaine Bear wasn't on anyone's radar at that point and was specific enough that she believed it. I had recently learned about it on my Deep Cut Films forums. She's been asking a lot of questions about residuals, and it's messing up our power dynamic. How should I fix this? Is there another way I can sneak my way out of this?
He's got to start robbing corner stores or something and coming up with extra cash.
This might be time to move on to Second Wife. You drunkenly told her you came up with Cocaine Bear before anybody knew it was going to be a movie.
There were 10 other productions of Cocaine Bear in development.
Is that true? Holy,
is
did you write this question? No.
It's a
Holy
it is
cow.
a real story. It's a
That's
real story.
crazy.
Yeah. Well, people just try to shoot filled with cocaine. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. The fact that we have somebody here for production this might be the lock key to the question here. Is you tell her there was 15 potential Cocaine Bears in production.
Wow, that's already the answer.
They didn't go with my Cocaine Bear.
Just say you had a script in development. Somebody said no after saying yes to production, and then there you go.
Yeah.
In fact, I would say go to Vegas, ball out, come back real in debt, and then be like, I already had booked PAs, I had craft service line, and they pulled the plug.
Yeah.
I'm $7,200 in the hole on this botched Cocaine Bear.
Spend $1,000 on cocaine, so you know what it would feel like to be the bear on cocaine.
Yeah.
I think it's more not funny that he doesn't like her friends.
No, that's par for the course.
I was like, this is my brother's relationship right now.
Wait, where's my camera? I'm kidding. They're fun to talk to.
There's so much.
I was going to say, when you started saying buy 1,000 pounds of cocaine, buy 1,000 pounds of cocaine, $1,000 worth of cocaine, two very different things, and put them into a different animal and pitch a sequel.
Cocaine pigeon?
Cocaine pigeon.
Is that parrot still in here?
Yeah, cocaine capybara, cocaine whale. Ooh. Cocaine Sharknado. There's a little bit of coke in all the sharks.
All of them.
They land. They don't kill anybody. They're just annoying. They keep bugging you in club bathrooms for more cocaine.
They're just pitching.
Oh shit! It's a shark. He's like, no, it's not a big. But is that for everybody?
Can I just get a little?
Come on, just give me a little fin tip.
Another way to get out of this You could say that you wrote a movie about giving a bunch of coke to a heavyset gay man.
Yeah, but now you're moving into nonfiction.
Totally different movie.
Taylor's a new shark.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question. Well, I got
Bring it
two
on.
questions. One is like, I feel like why are guys afraid to be gay? And the other one is more of like a vulnerable kind of like advice question.
I think that first one was vulnerable.
It has to do with like kind of like ageism and like the fading of beauty and kind of like what if you know you turn into like this old like bag physically and like it's kind of like what if he like doesn't love you, like he loves me less, you know? And I think you know what to like do with that.
So question number 1 is, why are guys afraid to be gay?
You got to give this guy a pay raise.
Yeah. It'd be funny if you just look at the notebook and it just says really big, "I am on mushrooms right now." We'll hit it with the classic one too. Take it around. Harry, are you afraid to be gay?
No. I've filleted a man and I'm not gay. That's very confusing, but I thought I might be and then I just wasn't. So
Yeah.
I've got some material about it, but I actually know because I have data.
Yeah.
You guys don't know. You haven't faced the dragon.
You absolutely.
God damn it.
fact-
Good for you.
You saying that
Yeah.
made me terrified.
Yeah. Harry is a Navy SEAL of not being gay.
That was the gayest not gay thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's like, who knew? Not
That's
gay,
the
man.
serpent eating its own tail. It was so gay it became straight again.
Yeah, dude, I'm just
What?
sucking dick thinking about girls.
Were you?
You're like, man, pussy would be way better than this right now.
Dude, I can only imagine being the dude get his dick sucked and just watching Harry's facial expression change. Wait a second. This isn't good at all.
It's like, this
In
tastes
fact-
awful.
It was a comedian, so it's true. Being funny does help you get your dick sucked.
You sucked another dude comedian's dick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Steve's one thing he wanted in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Look, I thought I was gonna be into it.
Thanks for bringing me to Hawaii, bud.
Why do you think the
Maui,
cleaning fee on
wowie.
that Airbnb was $300?
So I'm not scared to be gay. In
Yeah.
conclusion.
Damn. I definitely
For
am
you.
afraid because that. I don't. Oh man, I don't think I'm afraid of being gay. I just there's nothing about like sometimes I look at my own dick and I'm like, ah.
Get off of me. Ken's so not gay, he's trans. Why aren't you a fucking pussy, dude? You're making me look at a dick all day. I hate you.
No, I don't. Seriously though, I don't think guys are afraid of being gay. I think it's guys are afraid of like people questioning their masculinity more than anything else, and that's like the connection to like being gay. I'm like super comfortable with my like sexuality and so I don't that shit doesn't bother me. But I definitely don't. I didn't have to suck a dick to know I wasn't gay. Like that's extreme.
Didn't have to.
I don't think I have
This
to.
is the only way to be straight.
The only way out is through. As Winston Churchill once said, when you're going through hell, keep
If you're in
sucking.
a man's ass, keep walking.
Did you do it to completion? Was that
No,
No.
neither of us did. No.
okay?
Like if being gay meant you were less masculine.
No, I think that's why most people they associate like being gay with being less masculine. Where it's like I have a lot of gay friends that are like fucking yoked up, and I'm like, damn, bro, I wish I was that yoked, but it's not. I don't know the masculinity thing. A lot of people are like fragile masculinity, that whole thing. Like I don't.
It's the first insult you get as a boy. Is
Yeah.
your friends call you gay.
Yeah.
I mean, also, I'm going to go out on this is a crazy limb. I'm just finished Pilsner number 2, so tell me if I'm talking nonsense over here. This podcast brought to you by Trumper Pills over here. Probably a bad brand for a white guy to say.
Trumper pills? You mean Oxy?
Yeah. This election brought to you by Trumper Pills. There's also, I think there might be an element of like a lot of your personality as a guy is internal, and it's kind of kept to yourself.
Yeah.
And if you're not putting a lot of your personal self out there, and if somebody is seeing you as gay, they're misinterpreting one of very few parts of you that you're even letting.
Gotcha.
So if you're like if you like, you know, I don't know, if you like dinosaurs, coffee, gardening, video games, books, and you only talk about pussy and cars or whatever.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, you like dick? You're like, no, it's pussy and cars. There's only two things. What about all the other things?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
I think that dynamic is starting to shift a lot more
It
as of
is.
recently too, because like more guys are in style, and I guess maybe like 30 years ago, guys, you're into style,
Yeah.
and caring about the way you dress, looked at it as like, okay, that's a feminine trait.
Yeah.
But now it's more like, okay, well, it's okay to be a guy and have style, or it's okay to be a guy and cut your nails.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's also a little like natural backlash to that, where guys are like trying to I think we're entering a reverse phase now, where like guys are trying to reassert
Like masculinity.
their
or whatever.
masculinity a little bit, where it's like it was eroded away a little bit, and now guys are like, I think there's some guys who are like, I actually naturally identified with sort of a traditional masculine role, and I want to reestablish that as like a valid identity.
Yeah, but without it doesn't mean that you don't take care of your emotions or your body, like your nails. You don't cut your nails. Like cutting your nails does not make you any less masculine. It's just a hygiene.
I think but it's
actually at a certain point it becomes a little feminine. Get those nails?
Getting them done, yeah. Like when you, because there was a point where I'm from the Northwest, so I wear tight clothes, and I would get I would wear like clear coat on my nails and shit like that, and like. No, but that's like the viewpoint is like that if you do within like machismo, right? It's like you have to be dirty and you got to work on cars, and it's like I like all that shit, but then I also wear tight ass clothes and sometimes wear a clear coat. So
I think sometimes like the baby gets thrown away with the bathwater, where like
What?
there's a lot of wonderful things about the masculine that like traditionally like men want to still hold on to, just not some of the other things like suppressing those emotions. Like it's just unhealthy.
I think there are cases where things started off feminine and then became masculine and vice versa. Like, for example, heels.
Yeah.
Heels actually started off being a masculine thing by the butchers, right? And then later became a style trend for women. Now we look at it as a feminine thing if a guy was wearing heels walking down the street, rather than a masculine thing that it first started off, right?
Abraham Lincoln used to be a Republican. Things change. It's like the satchel. I get what you're saying. The satchel. Fellas are starting to wear the satchel these days.
No, they stopped wearing satchels. They stopped.
The satchel is no longer feminine.
No, it's feminine
I think
again.
there's also a
No,
little bit.
it's male, dude.
No, it's feminine
The
again.
satchel and the fanny are coming full steam.
Nah.
Yeah,
back.
they're coming right back.
What? No.
And butt plugs.
Guys, we've been through 3 major religions, and the most controversial take was whether or not a fanny pack is a dude thing.
That's multi-sex, but I think it's like softness, strongness, and grace, like back to the masculine. Like to be strong yet like like tactful yet not violent. Like soft and strong.
Yeah, but I would say, this is a thought I had. Somebody in any relationship has to be able to suppress their emotions.
It's factual.
Doesn't have to be the guy.
Yeah.
But like,
Somebody's.
I think there's like a valid skill set of being like, let's take this. That's kind of what I got to with like learning that this emotion is going to pass. I used to be more feminine in the sense that like if a girl was like, I'm mad at you, then she's getting 17 calls till we work this out. And now I just go, what's that? Yes, yeah.
She's like, sounds like you were a creep.
Yes, and then I killed that part of myself, like a man does with a pig, a baby pig. I found that part of myself, and like a man does, I took a nail gun to its little pig head, and I said, you know what? This feeling's going to go away. I don't need to express this. Let's put this up on the shelf.
Let's make bacon.
Yeah, and then you just sit there for a little bit, and you go, it's not bothering me at all.
Sometimes you have to do that.
I feel like you're not talking about murdering emotions. What are you talking about?
Where is she?
She's in a tasteful plot of land.
Really an emotionally stable place where you're like just you're grounded. You know, you're seeing things clearly.
Yeah, but this is and not to do one of my bits on stage as a podcast, but how do I tell the difference between emotional stability and just being so clinically depressed I don't feel anything? There we go. We got something from the couch over here. Thank you. There we go. All right. I've become a very good decision maker, but I also don't smile so much no more. So I'm really good at choosing where I eat dinner. This is true. This is a great example. Like when it comes to me and my girlfriend, she's like, it used to be like I could fight with a girl about where to eat. I don't want to go here. You don't want to go here, whatever. Now it's literally, it doesn't taste good. I don't care.
Well, yeah, the stark realization that we're all going to fucking die sets in harder and harder as the years pass. So you're like, I don't give a fuck what we eat. We're going away.
That's what Eric
Let's go
was
to Long
saying.
John Silver's. And then go stare at the sunset.
You know what? I'm getting married next to my second wife, and I'm just having a multivitamin and Metamucil. Fuck you.
That's why you care less and less and you don't have any emotions and things don't affect you because you're like, I have to pay bills and shit. What the fuck? I can't be invested in everything.
Yeah.
I got to just fucking...
That's the issue. Like, it's
Kind of.
the numbness. It's the numbness.
Yes.
Oh, tell me about it. I'm on 100 mgs of Zoloft right now. I can't feel anything.
Just Steve standing waist deep in the waters of Hawaii in a grass skirt, just staring at the horizon.
My whole life's an isolation tank. I'm floating in sanguine sunsets. It's like Island in the Sun. It's like the Weezer's playing in my life every day.
Steve's like, I wrote a movie. It's called Zoloft Bear. It's not very good.
The bear gets a hold of a lot of Zoloft and he's
It's about a
fine
bear
with
that
everything.
goes to Long John Silver's.
It's just a bear staring at a Wendy's takeout menu while on hold phone music plays in its head.
But the bear is Steve being gay, but okay with it.
Anyway, I think the answer to why I'm afraid to be gay is that I need to go to therapy. And that brings us to our last question, which is, what happens if, as you age, the natural beauty of life starts to leave you?
It is, I think, can I just trust and take it day by day in a relationship that, like, I don't know if this person's going to stay by me or leave me. It's like this person, you know, can show up and continue to show up, and if they don't, you know, like, I'll be okay, I'll keep moving.
Yeah. Yes, one, you will keep chugging along. That's a good thing to remember that that'll help you. When it comes time to who's choosing the restaurant, remembering that you will just be alive tomorrow is a big, you're like, all right, what is it? But how long has the relationship been going on?
It hasn't. There's no relationship. I think it's just something that
Thought in your head.
I don't like the way it kind of lingers, you know?
Are you talking about the looks thing or the gay thing?
Yeah,
I know I'm going to get old, and I think, you know, like, oh, what if he doesn't love me anymore, you know?
Because of the physical attraction?
Wrinkles and, like,
Well, looks are the first thing that goes.
Yeah,
That's what's like, you can't base a relationship on looks or you're fucked out of the gate because we're all going to be fucking looking bad. We're going to be looking bad. It's only worse from here for all of us.
I think also love evolves with that. like your relationship adapts with that as it goes, where it's like I would almost say this. Somebody will be not attracted to you before you're not attractive just by virtue of the fact that you've been together for 10 years. Not literally, not this is, I'm being hyperbolic, but I'm saying like it becomes less about sexuality and sexual attraction the longer you're together.
Yeah,
it becomes more of a partnership.
Yeah.
And so by the time your hair's gray and you look like Skeletor or whatever, that's all in the, you know what I mean? Like,
you're saying like really so love me, and you guys are like, yeah.
Yeah, I think if your relationship is based on like y'all's like connection emotionally, the physical side doesn't matter. Like me and my wife got like married when we were at like our peak physical like we're both college athletes, Division I college athletes, so it's ripped up.
Holy
and now,
fuck.
Yeah, that was the worst time to get married, dog.
Both college athletes?
Yeah.
Damn
Is
it.
there a hall pass tattoo?
I'm trying to say something important, man. But the physical, it goes away. I mean, except for like black men, we get better for like a good chunk of time. And then I'm like, when I'm like 70, 80, I'll probably start going downhill at that point. And I think it'll stay, yeah.
I just feel that like I'm not allowed to, or it's like unacceptable,
To
like,
age?
I shouldn't. Like when it's like, that's your reality. Like you're gonna get old, you know?
Yeah, all that. I think that social stuff fades away pretty quick the longer you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like I've been with my like, I mean I was farting up a storm 6 months in. You know what I mean? I felt like I couldn't do it to start out with.
That's confidence,
I
dog.
got no problem aging. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I'm already
Oh yeah.
all those little barriers start to wash away, and then it's like, I think it's no matter how much like, I don't know. It's also like, kind of natural for like society to, it's like when an actor becomes like watching,
Older.
De Niro transition from like taxi driver to like old man or whatever, and then the next hot guy comes in. It's natural for the cycle to continue, but in De Niro's world, he's just an old guy with his wife. You know what I mean? He's having his 7th kid or whatever at 72. But like, yeah, I think in your world, I think if you're looking at aging as like a societal thing, it'll freak you out. But in your world, it's going to play out the way it has for everybody through all of time, which is that, you and the guy can't do anything about it. You guys are both going to ride it out.
Get old,
It
yeah.
feels good to like, it was an insecurity that kind of lingered, and like I knew it lingered, and part of this is like an advice podcast,
Loose on the advice thing.
On paper,
Yeah.
yes.
So
this
what
is-
what's a good succinct question you're looking for advice on?
Thank you. That was really good.
Oh, thank you
Oh,
very much.
thank you.
And plus, also, like older women are hot anyway. Like, seriously.
Steve and
Older-
Ken and I have had such
MILFs.
different Ken's
70,
like,
80.
it doesn't matter. Look, I was banging a college athlete. We've been together and I'll love her for who she is deep down. And then I'm over here like, yeah, he'll stop loving you way before you even get to.
No, I was like insecure that I was so young. Like my boyfriend's just a year older than me, but he was dating older women before he dated me. And so then it was like a weird reverse insecurity where I was like, is he
Does
gonna
like
be
older women?
Yes, he likes older women.
Yeah. He's used to talking about the stock market.
Just a year?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's playing the stock market right now. Investing in your future.
That just means you're getting better and better as you go. That's it.
Yeah.
So I think you're looking at it wrong. But I also think that
I mean, what you could do is find a guy who's 10 plus years older than you, and then he'll have to make that decision. You'll have to make the where do I get married decision, and he'll never see you get old. Did that all add up? Did we all do the mental math on
I
that?
did the math and it
All
worked
right,
out.
yeah.
man.
It just wasn't funny. All right, just checking.
I also think that when you're in a relationship and let's say you've been together for a really long time, when you do start to get older, you start to kind of see your body kind of falling apart in that way or whatever. You kind of learn to make fun of it as you go. If you really, really do like each other a lot, you know what I mean? Like you're in that healthy relationship, or you can look at all those Instagram influencers, kind of make fun of them. Masturbate later. I mean, no, but really, if it's a healthy relationship, you just kind of learn to just make fun of it.
Yeah, it's easier for me to look in the mirror and accept, to joke about it, or whatever way you come to terms with the fact it's I'm not going to be upset forever about some feature. Or, you know what I mean? It's like, at a certain point, I'll just go to my girlfriend and be like, yeah, you're stuck with my fucking peanut head or whatever for however long.
And bodies just change over time. And you're like, I don't my wife was 100 pounds when we got married, maybe even 98 pounds or something.
What you weighing in at now?
like 120 now.
And now she's finally skinny.
Your wives are gonna love this one.
Ken's still got the hog wear.
And both of us, I've gained since since when we got married, I was 165, 170. I'm 205, somewhere between 205, 210 now. And so damn, my weight has gone up, and she's probably 120, 125. I don't even know how much she weighs, but she's also 4'11", so it's like.
How tall are you?
Like I'm 6 feet tall.
205.
Yeah.
So you're pretty jacked.
I mean, I carry the weight.
Yeah, look,
right.
a lot of this was a humble brag for Ken.
I was saying 205.
But there was a moment where I got
no.
like really, like I was 220 for a second. Like I gained weight. I got good genetics, man. Whatever.
He was like, look, a relationship's not perfect. When I met my girl, I was 185. Now I'm 220 pure muscle. She's getting pounded to hell.
You know, I'm heavier. I'm a heavy guy now. But I'm 10% body fat.
Now, look, if you talk to a doctor, he's going to tell you that I'm in the best shape I've ever been in my entire life. But that doesn't change what I see in the mirror, you know?
I see a guy who ripped off his own dick because it's gay. It's gay to have a dick.
Look, I lost so much weight. I gained an inch of dick, and that might make me gay. I don't know.
Too much, man. But you're
Anyway, check out my not gay website, bigblackschlongs.com.
The perfect resolution: bury your dick next to your first wife.
Yes, bury your dick next to your. All right, you want to call it on that? That was fun.
That was a great one.
You guys.
Yeah,
all
let's
set?
call it.
Right.
Thank you guys so much for coming out. Can we get a round of applause for Harry and Ken for coming in?
And yourselves. There would not
yeah,
be a
give it up
show
for
without you guys.
yourselves,
Thanks
everybody.
for coming.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we do this every month at the Avondale Coffee Club. Please patronize them. And one more round of applause for Avondale for having us. They're incredibly generous. Thank you so much. And if you don't already, follow Turnip and Stone on YouTube, Spotify, and Instagram because we put out the full, all the full eps are out now. So you can watch. You'll be able to see this one, all the early ones, and stuff like that. So it's a good time. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Good night.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming out. That's great. That's great. Fantastic job. Yeah, thanks for coming. Good job, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah. If you had fun, come out for at least coming in. Yeah, you guys were great.